So when can we meet outside? So I was confused. I said, I'm sorry regarding something else, because I thought, maybe there's something else. He said, no, not work, for other things. I can show some skin on screen. Why can't you show it to me in person? And he had this smile on his face, because I am a scary person when it comes to these kind of things. Right now, we don't have enough Mahila courts. Not many people know what Mahila courts are. Mahila courts are specifically only for women and, sex crimes against women. Plus, the whole incident with Bhavna had happened recently, and I just made me wonder, saying, what exactly is going on in our society?
The way they ask for sexual favors.
Yes, because if they say, okay, you will be casted, provided you do this. Now, that is the clause we're trying to attack.
What went wrong with you and Vishal?
No, we were very close, yes. We had a lovely, wonderful relationship. We were always there for each other. And I'm sure that will continue in the past. But just as of now, we're just going our own ways, because I'm sure he's busy with his own stuff. Marriage is something when two people decide to be each other's companion for life. And it's just a signing of a paper. It doesn't have any meaning. You can be married even without being actually married.
On the red carpet this week, I have with me the lovely Varalakshmi.
Hi.
Welcome to the show, Varalakshmi.
Thank you so much.
This campaign for women,
Yes.
would you explain to us about it?
Sure. So basically, the campaign is called SaveSakthi.
SaveSakthi.
Yes. Right now, we don't have enough Mahila courts. Not many people know what Mahila courts are. Mahila courts are specifically only for women and, sex crimes against women. So we are actually requesting for a Mahila court in every magistrate and taluk level.
Okay, that means it would be more than 1,000.
Yes, exactly. So which also helps us, coming to the second point, we require a stipulated time of verdict within 6 months, because the victim can't keep living the same trauma to her for the next 3-4 years, because she can't move on with her life. She's stuck, she's frustrated, you're going on insulting her brain by just reliving the event for the next 4 years till your verdict comes.
Do you have the state government support for SaveSakthi?
We will. I'm very, very optimistic that they will grant us these two amendments and laws that we're asking for. The signing of the petition will happen on March 8th, which is International Day.
International Women's
Yes,
Day.
International Women's Day, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So the more the signatures, the stronger our case to the CM.
Hey, Suravali, ennadi idu? Pagalleva?
Types, huh?
Varalakshmi, you yourself had made allegation recently that a television programmer made some disparaging remarks. Would you explain to us what actually happened?
It was actually on the weekend, I think, before I posted the tweet. I think it was on Feb 20th. I think this must have happened that Saturday, the previous Saturday. We were discussing an upcoming show and think professionally what has to be done and terms and conditions, etc. And the meeting went very well. And after about half an hour into the meeting, I think we had concluded. And then he says, so when can we meet outside? So I was confused. I said, I'm sorry regarding something else, because I thought, maybe there's something else. He said, no, not work, for other things. And he had this smile on his face. So at that moment in time, I am considered to be pretty bold and I can handle myself. So I could have lashed out and I could have, either been violent or, slapped him or said, get out of the house. But the fact that he didn't even realize that what he had asked for or the way he had disrespected me was even wrong. He was very, very confident and very, very...
this meeting was at the workplace?
At my house for my work, because I have most of my script narrations happening in my house. My mother was present in the next room. We were all, the family were here, because this is my workspace.
This is for a television program you are...
No, it was for a show which was coming up in the future. So we were discussing terms and conditions for it. So, it was performances and etc. etc. So when this happened, I was taken aback and I actually started smiling, because I was wondering how normal it is for people to address women of our industry this way. It seems so normal to him, like it happens every other day. So that made me wonder, saying, I come from a certain background. I do have a background. It's not like I've come off from nowhere. And if you could pose such a kind of a question with so much ease to me, then that just made me think of the plight of the remaining women who have to go through this.
Yeah.
So that was alarming. So I just asked the manager, I said, I'm sorry sir, I think you've come to the wrong place, you can leave. So and then he goes and says, so that's all. Avladana in Tamil. So I was like, yes sir, Avladana, because it took me every single cell in my body not to hit him. You know, it was so infuriating, and that made me wonder, no girl should be subjected to that kind of a question at all, because you're so focused on your work, you're coming here to do your work. You know, you don't have to be thinking about how to handle men like this. That is not a part of the job. You know what I mean? So that made me lash out and, you know, put up the post. And plus, the whole incident with Bhavna had happened recently, and I just made me wonder, saying, what exactly is going on in our society?
Yeah, you mean to say this casting couch does exist in this industry?
See, I can't call it casting couch, is a very demeaning term, but yeah, I think it's even worse than that. Because I think casting couch is just a phrase that you know, the media uses to term what happens in the industry. I can't call it casting couch. It's more like, you know, women are just generally subjected to this in our industry because they feel that, okay, if you can show some skin on screen, why can't you show it to me in person? You know, that is the logic behind it.
Yeah.
Because they say, yeah, so that's why if you had read my tweet,
I think
said,
your tweet, you said some easy meat.
Yeah, I said, no, it's not like we look at a piece of meat, that's our job. What we do, and we respect our job. Like, you know, we are women who go finish our job, come back home, and we have a normal life.
Yeah.
We have a family, we have friends, we have, you know, our own lifestyles to live. So having said that, why should we be disrespected just because it's a form of art? It's an entertainment purpose. It's a medium where we reach people. That's it. It's also a job at the end of the day. So why be subjected to this?
Did you, by any chance, did this television programmer get back to you?
I think he's too scared, to be honest, because I am a scary person when it comes to these kind of things. And I think after he must have posed the question and left, I think he must have read about all the news, and then I'm sure he's realized that oops, I made a wrong move. And at least now he'll think twice to ask another woman that, because, you know, maybe the next one might just reveal his name.
Okay. And how is it in this industry? Because recently, if you have been following the social media, the Suchi leaks has also been very controversial, and she speaks about adjustments, and as she says, her account has been hacked. But who there have been adjustments in this industry? Have you come across any adjustments or any of this casting couch kind of issues?
This is just one such episode that's happened. And when it comes to Suchi, I don't think I should comment on that, because I think she's going through something personally. So, you know, there's no point in commenting on someone's personal vendetta. But the reason is that I think, having said that, Suchi's topic is very different, because the thing she's been posting, no one has been harmed with a complaining. See, there's a difference. What we are focusing on is women who are being harassed by people
at workplace,
not mutual understanding between people. You know, there is a difference. Harassment is different, and when you willingly go and do something else, it's totally different. It's two different things. What we are focusing on is, for example, say you're an apt for a role. You go meet a producer or a director. They say, yes, you're apt for the role, but you will be apt only if you perform certain things.
So the way they ask for sexual favors.
Yes, because they say, okay, you will be casted, provided you do this. Now that is the clause we're trying to attack. We're saying no. If you're right for the job, you take up the person. If they're wrong for it, say, you know, I'm sorry, it's not working out. That's where it ends. Not say, you know, if you do this, maybe you could get the role. So that's where the fear sets in with women, because some people are succumbing to this kind of abuse, because not many people have a backing up, and not many people come from homes where, you know, they can afford to take these kind of chances. So they end up doing it. So I'm saying, why at all put them through such kind of you know, abuse?
Yeah. No, that's a very valid point. But what happens in the case of the actress in Malayalam who was molested in a car? What's your comment on that?
It can't happen to whether it's an actress or woman. Nobody should go through that. And having said, I think there was some vendetta behind the whole the whole Bhavna incident, and I think it's just very low, whoever's behind it. And you know, it's things like this that actually takes us back a few years, you know, in terms of our thinking and, you know, our liberal status of our country. It takes us back, like way back, you know, episodes like this. Which is why I said it's not that I'm fighting for SaveSakthi, is not for the industry women. It's for women all over our state. You know, they always say first clean your surroundings. So the only thing we can right now do is our state. We can't go and ask the central body to do certain things. That's probably the next step. Maybe if this works out, every other state can implement it and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But right now this is the only thing that
but
we can do.
you say, and a lot of other actors also have been complaining that they are being harassed. But you are all very important people, and you are Mr. Sarathkumar's daughter. And here you say that you yourself are under the risk of getting harassed.
Yes.
So what about the common person at the workplace?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly my point, saying that first of all, first and foremost, we need to start saying no. And we need to start shaming them.
Okay.
Because only when we say no and we stop succumbing to this kind of abuse, will it change. It is going to be difficult. It's not an easy task. It's not going to change overnight. But having said that, at least if we start now, then maybe our future actresses don't have to go through this.
Okay. So you feel that we should shame them?
Yes,
whoever.
we should start getting out, which is why I know I am my next step after SaveSakthi will be to try and do something for our own industry and form a body for women who can come and complain about the whole sexual harassment in cinema.
Okay, but do you also get trolled on Twitter?
So far, I think my audiences have been very good to me, and I must thank them for it. So far, I have not experienced any trolling or memes or what other actresses have faced.
The kind of role you did in Tare Tapate, did it get you any adverse criticism?
No, it was very, on the contrary, the only thing I got was positive
Praise.
remarks, praise. Because they said it takes a lot of guts to pull off a role like that.
Yeah, it requires.
And there's a difference between showing glamour for a song and showing glamour for the actual role.
Yeah.
So this was the latter. This was for the role. It was not that I wanted to just walk around and parade in short clothes and do a song. It was because the role is of a Karagatam dancer, and that is the traditional outfit for the dancers, which is why it was worn. So I didn't get any heat on it, and it was amazing the way the public responded to it. They've been so appreciative, and it's been overwhelming that
it was such a natural act, and that's what people are saying.
Yes, it was wonderful. It was amazing to have been accepted like that, the way it was.
What went wrong with you and Vishal?
Nothing went wrong. I think every, whether it's a mother or daughter, father or daughter, friends, everybody goes through a certain amount of, conflict. I guess you can use the word conflict. So this is one of those things which just happened, that's all.
Has the Nadigar Sangam elections got anything to do with you? Or?
No, not really. I really didn't. I'm not that immature to having pull people in and saying you stood up against my dad or that. No, we don't hail from that kind of a family. So it was totally personal, and then that's about it.
It was personal?
It was personal. It had nothing to do with Nadigar Sangam.
And now, you are not seeing each other any longer?
We never ever said we were seeing each other to begin with.
But there are so many,
no, we were very close, yes. We had a lovely, wonderful relationship. It was very close. We were really good friends, and we always took each other's advice for everything, and we were always there for each other. And I'm sure that will continue in the past, but just as of now, we're just going our own ways, because I'm sure he's busy with his own stuff and I'm busy with my stuff, so that's about it.
So you are happy about your present state of mind? And
yes, I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very focused, and I love the fact my work has picked up. And
your work has picked up, and you're a fierce campaigner.
Yes, I'm become this whole lovely thing I'm able to stand up for, because it gives me a lot of pride that I'm able to stand up for women who don't have a voice. It's a very big responsibility that I've taken up, and I hope I can pull it off. So I'm very focused on my work.
Now, are you getting into the mode where you feel that marriage is not necessary? You can survive on your own?
I always had that notion. I think marriage is something when two people decide to be each other's companion for life, and it's just a signing of a paper. It doesn't have any meaning. You can be married even without being actually married. So marriage is just a term for social standing.
That's all.
That's all. I don't think it means anything else.
So what you mean to say? Do you believe in live-in relationships?
There's nothing to believe or not to believe in. It's each one's perspective on it and each one's take on it. If they want to do it, good for them. If they don't want to do it, it's fine. It's just, I think the world also is changing nowadays, and relationships can't be termed always in a particular manner. There are platonic relationships, there are lustful relationships, there are just friendship relationships. There are so many kind of relationships happening right now. And I think right now the world is changing because there are no rules, common rules that apply to them all. I think each relationship works on its own rules, and whatever works for them, it works.
Varalakshmi, at some time in your life, will you rather adopt children?
Definitely, I will. It's always been my, not agenda, it's always been my dream that I think we have enough population in our country. We don't have to keep reproducing.
Yeah.
So, yes, at some point I'll definitely, I'm not saying that I won't have children, I will, but I will definitely adopt.
You believe in it?
Yes, I believe in adoption.
You have done a film called Kasaba in Malayalam. But recently in this whole episode, it's an anti-women film. What's your comment now doing that film?
I don't think it's an anti-women film. I don't think I'd call it that. Because prostitution does exist. It's not that it's an unseen thing. It is there. And the role demanded, at the end of the day, I do go to jail. So it's not that I win in the whole process of the movie. But having said that, it's a movie. It's based on that. It's not that, see, like I said, it's a job. You do it on screen and you walk out of it.
But the film was, criticized for misogyny.
Yes, I heard about that. Which I heard that I think Mamkasa was being the director was being asked certain questions. But then having said that, it was the director's job to have taken care of that. And also, I think Mamuka addressed it pretty well. And my role in that film didn't constitute of his side of the aspect. My role was Kamalaka, and I was the don of that particular area, and that's what my role constituted of. So that's my take on that.
What's your next release?
Well, I've got 4 in the pipeline. We've got Nibunan coming up. We have Vikram Veda.
Tell me one by one the film.
So Nibunan is with Arjun Sir and Prasanna.
Is it a women-oriented film?
Now the next question to every movie I do is can't be women oriented. But yeah, it's a cop film.
It's a commercial.
It's a crime thriller. So Arjun, Prasanna and me play, Arjun Sir, Prasanna, me and play cops basically. So yeah, it's a straight off cop movie. And the next film I'm doing is with Vikram Veda with Pushkar and Gayatri. Yeah,
I've been hearing so much about Vikram Veda.
Yes, it's amazing.
And the first look posters look
fantastic.
Yes,
the team was wonderful to work with because it's a lovely star cast and lovely actors. So I couldn't ask for more.
In Vikram Veda, are you cast opposite Madhavan or opposite Vijay Sethupathi?
You have to watch and see. I can't reveal that. Strict orders from the directors. But yeah, it's a lovely role. It's a very pivotal role in the film. And it's come out pretty well. So
Pushkar Gayatri are good directors.
Yes, they're excellent directors.
Did they read out the script to you before you accepted it?
Of course, I sat for a narration, and even though the part is relatively small in comparison, but it's a very pivotal role. So I was very excited to do it. And see, cinema is all about.
What's your role in that movie? Are you playing
a
cop?
North Madras girl. I play a North Madras girl. I play a very local North Madras girl. I play.
So you are sort of a tough.
Yeah, it's like a localite tough girl kind of.
You have local slang in that movie?
To a certain extent. I haven't started dubbing yet, so I don't know what slang they're expecting. But yeah, the dialogues were normal. It's like local Tamil.
Yeah, but you are not going to reveal with whom you are paired.
No. You can try, but you won't succeed.
Okay, tell me. Next.
The next one is I'm working with Sibi. Satya. Yeah, Satya also.
That Shenam's remake in.
Yes, so that also is a wonderful film, and I'm doing.
But there also the women character is very pivotal, and she's got slightly negative
shades to it. Yeah, but it's a nice. It's not an exact remake. There are certain changes they've done in the film. So yeah, Pradeep is the director of that film. That's nice.
So Satya, you are excited about that?
Very excited because I think the role has come out really well. And the movies come out really well. In fact, I went for dub. In fact, I finished dubbing in a day 3 days back. So that went really well. It's come out pretty well. That's that. And after that, I'm doing a film with Mani Sir's assistant called Sarjan. It's not titled yet. So that I'm working with Kishore Sir, new lead in the film.
What's it about?
It's a kidnap thriller story. A drama thriller. Yeah, that's what it'll come under. So.
Okay. What's your message on International Women's Day?
First of all, be proud to be a woman. That's the first point, because if we are not there, then the men are not there. So be proud to be a woman and stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. It's your right to fight. And we are equals. We don't live in a society where we're not equals anymore. So stand up for yourself and be proud to be a woman.
Well, that was nice talking to you,
Thank
Varalakshmi.
you so much, Sridhar.
Great interview. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.